Guys, what's going on? That's right, Jason. Who needs sleep? Let's go, man. We are back at the CornerCade on the Sunday night, guys. Impromptu, little hangout session, chill and chat with the community, guys. I had some free time and I said, hey, I could fire up the arcades or I could talk to you guys. It's been a couple days, it's been like 4 days, I think. So let's hop on and talk to each and every one of you guys. This is why you got to have the notifications on, because you never know when stuff is going to happen and we're going to go live or drop a video or any of that cool stuff, right? All right, guys, we got some stuff to actually talk about too, which is pretty cool. Keep the chat flowing. As usual, guys, we got the Pinball Expo on the eve, and I'm excited to talk about it. There were some things that I wanted to get off my chest and that inspired me. And I came across a deal just now, farting around on the computer, and I saw that there's some cool deals out there. One in particular caught my mind, and I wanted to get the community's reaction on that. And then we're going to talk anything you guys want. I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped, guys. I ate dinner. I had some pesto chicken. My wife makes a killer pesto pasta with chicken. So I'm going to hope that doesn't come up while I'm talking here, because I tend to get indigestion a lot. As I get older, it's just, it's just what happens. Your body starts to break down a little bit. But guys, look what else is working right now. NBA Jam is back, turned it on, and it's working. We got a PCB on the way, so hopefully that'll come through and we could actually get, because it kind of wants to work when it wants to work right now. But we'll say this. Our pinball is ordered now. I'm really excited. I cannot tell you guys how excited we are. I want to talk claw machine too. There's some things that were on my mind. I was I'm thinking, okay, not much going on. Do I get a Pac-Man plus deluxe? Not really hyped about that. I can kind of play Pac-Man on the Galaga. I can play it on the Dig Dug. So I'm thinking to myself, well, what else is out there? We got the Slim Katie, right? We got the Slim Katie. So I don't know. We'll get to there. We'll get to there. I got a lot on my mind. So that's why I'm here with you guys tonight. But before we get started, guys, I want to say hi to each and every one of you. We got Thor KC in the house. What's up, CornerCade? Say, I know Thor KC has notifications on, because he was in here immediately, and so did Jason. Jason's like, oh God, what's going on? I gotta be here for this now. Oh, the Bears won. I'm excited about that. The beat down of the Carolina Panthers. So that always puts me in a happier mood now. We're 3-2, so that's very exciting. Thor KC also added, I am pretty hyped for Jurassic Park 4KP, but glad you're getting the same, because I don't know if I could stay hyped for another 45 days myself. I'm gonna be there with you, buddy. I'm right there with you, man, because I'm excited and I'm hyped and I'm ready to go for some pinball. I'm excited about the Pinball Expo. I mean, we're just getting into this whole pinball craze, and I think the lack of releases from like home arcade companies and those titles have opened up a new light, much like it did for Retro Ralph. It kind of opened up, he was introduced to that 3-4 years ago. And it's like, wow, like, you always knew it was there. You always kind of played it here and there, but then you're like, wow. And then when you really dive in the weeds and the nuances of what pinball is all about, it's a whole nother level, man. It is literally, it's a secret society almost. It's really cool. And it's cool that we're going to be able to get our very own at home. We're going to get to go to the Pinball Expo to see all of the cool happenings with real pinball. Really cool stuff. I'm gonna keep you hyped, or KC, because we got to ride this out for a little bit. I think the dock strikes are over, so at least we're somewhat excited about that. And I appreciate people coming in here. We got 26 people in the house on this late night chillin' chat. I could be playing my mini PC, a little Robotron action. I got a controller for it, so I can play games in bed. I was playing Sega Jurassic Park Shooter. Now it's not the same having like a light gun, but you got your kind of Xbox controller. It's still fun a little bit. Still fun when you're laying in bed, just doing nothing. Vic Vicious is in the house. Evening, friends. My Bengals lost, so cheer me up. Let's fucking go. I'm sorry, man. You guys are 1-4. That's tough. That's tough, man. Trust me. I've been there as a Bears fan. We've been there all quite too often. Um, that's the NFL, man. You got to, and like I always say, you got to win your games. Like I want the Bears, to have a prolific offense with their weapons that they have. There should be no excuse. They're kind of fumbling out of the gate a little bit. They look pretty strong today. Like we want to have a strong defense, couple turnovers. I think if the offense can put up at least 17 points a game, 17 to 21 points a game, with those, that strong defense, I think you could really start to matriculate on something and get some wins. And Jack Wilson's in the house now. Return that. I think he's talking about the Slim Katie. I got plans for the Slim Katie, guys. It's gonna eventually, when we fill out the arcade, it's gonna take place where the casino cade was, because the way I have like a desk here, it kind of eliminates me from having 2 additional arcades. So I'll be able to fit that one kind of directly behind me. If you guys follow the channel, you've seen where the casino cade was. That's gonna take its place eventually, because it's nice and thin. It's perfect. J Rod is here and JR is here. Thank you guys both for stopping by. Big Fish is Danny. I pre-ordered the claw machine on Amazon and my kids can't wait. I really hope you use our affiliate link, Big Vicious. No, it's okay if you didn't. I'm not gonna hold your head to the fire, which you could return and then repurchase with the affiliate link. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But you'll be happy. I want to talk a claw machine too, because I got some, I got some thoughts on that. And J Rod, you're 100% right. Retro Ralph is just a match. I mean, he brings the whole crew there. I saw a couple of his videos of Pinball Expo, really inspired me, man. It's just like, holy cow. I thought this was just like, going down there, saying hi to everybody, getting out kind of thing. It's like, this is like it's a whole nother nuance of like, it's so cool. You got to watch it. I wish we could play it here. I don't want to get dinged for playing somebody else's video, but go check his video. It's from 2023, so just type in Pinball Expo 2023, and then you'll find the Retro Ralph one. He made a couple of videos actually, and I was kind of trying to get ideas on how I'm going to make videos down there. I know Cool Toy did an excellent video. I think it's where I'm going to take a lot of B-roll footage and just voice over it. If I meet people in between, maybe you say hi to them, you put that in the video. But I think whoever does his videography, I think it was like Arcade something, I forgot his name, Stringer Films, Mason. He's got the whole crew. He's got literally a crew, and it's like movie production quality. It's insane, absolutely insane. You're not gonna get that. You're gonna get something similar production value, but nowhere near that from my level. Fluffy Monsters in the house. Where's Travis? You got some explaining to do, Lucy. That's what I'm saying. Where is Travis right now? Well, Travis is in a Discord playing Tekken right now. But where is he on the Arcade1up news front? And I was told, hey, when something new and exciting comes out, I mean, the claw machine technically would be new and exciting. Travis, we need you back at the CornerCade. Got to explain yourself. We got to know about it. What do you have to say? Are you still with OneUp? We haven't heard from this guy in, I don't know, a year almost. I think it's a year, last October. Correct me if I'm wrong. Well, he's popped out of my show a little bit, but I'm talking, in an Arcade1up stream. So yeah, that would be, I mean, the Slim Katie, that's a new form factor again. So there is some things to talk about. Steph's Gaming says, what day should I go to the Pinball Expo? I think everybody's going Thursday. I know that's when we're going to attempt to go, is on Thursday. So that will be, it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday is the beef of the expo. Darren Kang just watched a new Penguins episode. Now CornerCade. Let's go, baby. Darren's here. Hopefully I can entertain you guys for a little bit. Marine 50, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Okay, hold on. What's going on here, Thor? Just checked and confirmed that the SSF kit is canceled. I know I'm going to want it eventually, but I'm trying to be semi-responsible and wait until I have Jurassic Park paid out. Yeah, it's kind of how we have to do it too. Trust me, I want the SSF kit. 100%. I want to get the pinball packs 1,000%. Well, we gotta ours is at least paid off. We didn't get approved for the financing, so we had to go balls to the wall, if you'd say, and we had to just pay it off all in front. But that would have been nice to kind of pay it off as we go, kind of thing. James hates everything. What's going on, man? Yeah, buddy. Thank you so much, man, for being here. Devastator Omega. I did not expect any major Arcade1up announcement until spring of 2025. I think maybe CES. Oh, this is gonna be exciting. I got dude, this is all this stuff just like pops into my mind. Devastator Omega and chat arcade community. I'm gonna have dude, this is gonna be dope. So my buddy Chase, formerly known as Retro Gaming Guy, is actually going to be down at CES, and guess what? He's gonna be calling in to the CornerCade show, guys, and we are gonna bring you live CES coverage because Arcade1up is supposed to be there. So we're gonna get all of the news, hopefully very early first. You guys will be able to answer questions. I'll be able to answer questions, kind of thing, and that's going to be exciting because if they have some major, news that they're going to be dropping here at CES, we'll have a live correspondent in the building. So I'm going to be really excited about that. That's down the road a little bit in January. Okay, so if we're talking in chat, thank you everybody for being here. I know this is not much on. It's on short notice, It's how we do sometimes. Let me see if I can share my screen here, give you guys a little bit of a visual as to what is happening at this Pinball Expo that we love. Each and everyone that's going to be attending, guys. I want to know who here live and in the building is going to be going down to this thing. I know a lot of people are flying in. I'm lucky. I only have to drive. It's only an hour drive for me, and then boom, we're there. So I'm excited. It helps when you have two toddlers. Always helps, of course. But like I said, Retro Ralph Cool Toy. They did really cool videos. This one's pulled from the Pinball Expo's YouTube channel. So just a lot of cool stuff. It's gonna be a lot of cool vendors down there. New Wave Toys, AtGames, and this the really cool thing, Thor. We're talking about pinball, right? Well, this is our first chance to not only see the machine that we bought live and in person, but it gives us a chance to play virtual pinball for the first time. So we've never done that. We get to test this AtGames machine out. It'll be some fun stuff for sure. And then obviously, oh, Alan, I'm hoping, baby. Don't tease me, baby. Don't tease me. But yeah, so it'll be a cool time to have everybody in the building, and not only like fellow YouTubers and subscribers alike, but getting a chance to New Wave Toys is going to be there too. That would be my first ever time that I would actually have a New Wave Toys in my hands. I never played with one, never played one, never seen one in person. So that's another cool and exciting thing. There's going to be a new home arcade company there that is going to have a new product. I think former employees from like either New Wave Toys or AtGames or iArcade, Arcade1up, like a mixture. They have their own company, which is going to be insane. That's always cool. Coffee on Joe's. Thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Thank you for being here. And then all like the pinball tours are insane. We're not going to get a chance to do any of that stuff. We're just going straight to the event, and we're going to have some fun down there, make the most of it. But yeah. Fred Burner's in the house. Yes, it's true. I'm live and in the building as well. Let's go, Fred. You made it, buddy. Thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Yeah, so I know people are going to be coming in here late. I know, guys, it's on short notice. I'm sorry. I was like, okay, do I fire up the arcades or do I talk to the community? And guys, I'm community first, but I love the games. It's a hard choice. So, like I said, we're about an hour away from this awesome event. And I want to make this like a yearly thing that we go to. I think that'd be really cool. Like, why not, right? If we have fun and this is successful, I think we should do this each and every year, guys. Because we can't, we as a family can't really make it to Southern Fried Gaming or these other conventions going all the way out to Seattle. Like that's just not possible with a 2 and a 4-year-old, And I think it'd be mission accomplished if we can get past this thing for sure. But yeah, so there's going to be a lot of awesome things here, and I'm really excited about it. Honestly, it's starting to come to fruition. I know I need to buy a battery pack so I can charge everybody's devices, including my own, because when I'm shooting a lot of footage, my phone's going to be dying. And then I got to get a tripod, I think. I think that's the only thing I'm going to need. Obviously, paying for the tickets as well. Damian Williams says, when it's all said and done, you better go to Galloping Ghost Arcade. They're 2D. I won't have time, unfortunately. I would love to. I get this is in a convention center, get a hotel, call it a day. But with our kids, they're not. I might last. I'd be lucky if I last 4 hours at the expo. I got to be honest with you guys. It's we don't have people to watch our kids, so it's gonna be a struggle. If it's just me and the missus, we'll be there sun up to sundown kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. I've been talking about that a lot. I gotta get it. I gotta get it. So, Vic Vicious says, besides OneUp, I hear that New Wave Toys and a few new fish in the pond will have a 3/4 scale calves. I'm stoked for trying something new. Yeah, that's what I'm excited for too. I don't know what it's gonna be though. I don't know. Haven't heard any rumblings. I don't know if it's gonna be like an arcade. I don't think it's gonna be a pinball. It might be just something different, like a home arcade product, which would be very interesting. Remember, licensing is always a struggle. So if you don't have to license something, it's easier for it to come out. Like Arcade1up with a claw machine, for example. So, but yeah, I think this is gonna be, like I said, super fun. Hey, chat, is anyone here gonna go to this event, to this Pinball Expo, Chicago, Illinois, Schaumburg, to be specific? We are. It's October 18th, or I think it's 17th through the 20th. I think that's wrong. I don't know, but it may be the 18th to the 21st. But yeah, a couple weeks away, not even, and we're gonna have fun for sure. I don't see anything negative about this, but yeah, and, speaking of, we talk about licensing struggles and all that jazz. You want to, the arcade went up in their claw machine, guys. So I was thinking about, okay, I might get this claw machine, right? So I'm putting two and two together. My kids would love it. They're 2 and 4 years old. I'm sure my wife would have fun. But then I'm like, what am I gonna like? We obviously know like what we're gonna put in this thing, but then I'm like, damn, like you gotta spend a couple $100 filling this thing up. Like you can just put candy in there the whole time. Like, so I'm thinking to myself, okay, so we got to refill it, right? And then I'm like, if my kids win, do I keep letting them play until they have like 50 things? Like, how would that work? And then once it's done, what do we do? They just eat all the candy and it's done. I got to refill and we can't play it again. So chat, help me out. Maybe I need some advice here on, because where I would put it is literally right where the Street Fighter is. You'd actually see a little bit of it in the picture, and then we put the Street Fighter on the other side because this other side's looking kind of bare. We need 1, 2, 3 cabinets over there, and I still got the Shin Hadouken Killer Instinct project going. I'm waiting on Joe Sabos, guys. And Jesus, and this might be the last time I order from Sabos. I got to be honest with you. Love the guy, but I personally can't wait 7 months now. We're going on 7 months. It's insanity. I got 3 different projects from him. It's nuts. But and then I got it, and then so thinking like, what do I do for the pin? I got the pinball going in the corner. How do I fill the claw machine? And then I got to get a pinball rig now, and I got to set that up properly. It didn't, I knew about it, but like, well, do I put the pinball machine on like little coaster sliders, or is that going to be when I'm playing it? It's going to be moving because I'd have to like slide it out a little bit to hook it up to the computer that's right here and everything. Fred Burner says 2 prizes a day limit. Now that's going to be hard with a 2 and a 4-year-old. I think. I don't know. Do they really understand or grasp that? J Rod said, I'm glad you guys are going to the expo. Sometimes you need that little getaway. Yeah, that's what I was explaining to my wife too. I know. Trust me, if we didn't have the kids, this would be an insane trip. Right. I think we would even go to what's that dinner place, with the show with the knights and the armor and all that jazz. It's at 7:00. The guys are going. What is it called? Chat, help me. It's dinner and a show, and it's like medieval times. Thank you. It took me a while. Like we would totally go to that, but it's just not possible with these little guys, and these little guys aren't used to getting out and about. It's a long day for them. I can only imagine if I was that young, how exhausted I would be. But I'm hoping the devices can kind of distract them a little bit because unless it's like a playground or something, they get kind of bored. Like they're not going to be playing pinball, you know. Saying so, yes, Jason, thank you. Medieval times, yes, yes. Though the kids love McDonald's, take them to McDonald's. They don't even want the food; they just want to play in the playpen the whole time. Thank you guys. Yeah, it was coming to me. It was coming to me. Uh, Vic Vicious says, Danny, ideas to fill it up are money, Funko Pops, plushie animals, ramen noodles, snacks, small toys, etc. Yeah, I don't like. I don't want to spend it and an arm and a leg filling this thing up. Like that's not bad. You know, it's not bad. Like candy, that's probably an easy one. Kids love snacks, right? So yeah, I don't know. I think people are getting a little carried away with the weight and the claw limit of this thing. I think like, well, what are you gonna do? Put a pair of Jordans in this thing? Like it was just meant to have little plushies. Um, anything that can fit in the balls, for a reasonable thing. So I get people's concerns of that because Arcade1up doesn't have a proven track record with their quality, their PCBs, just the buttons. That's a big one, but I think it'll be all right. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, that's true. Maybe we get it after. The one thing about candy though is like it can expire over time, so I don't know. I don't know. It's like things that just kind of went through. I'm sure it went through your guys' head. That's why I was asking you guys in the community. But yeah, like I'm thinking, probably plushies and stuff. If they just go to McDonald's and be like, hey, can I just get like 100 of your Happy Meal toys? Like I'll give you like $10. It's like just throw it in there and have fun. Yeah, that brings up a good point. Maybe you do that, but it's hard because like when we're playing in the arcade, it could be like their allowance, right? Like, but like they're 2 and 4. Like they understand, like, can you pick this up? You got to put your tablet away. Like, can you put it on the charger or can you pick up the pillows and put them on the couch? Can you clean up? Like right now, my son, who's 2, he's in charge of getting all the little garbage cans. So there's little garbage cans in each bathroom and in the laundry room. So he loves doing that. That's easy. But and then my daughter, she loves folding our towels that we use. So she's really good at folding all the towels. That's like their main chores. Um, yeah, this fucking asshole. I gotta play this. Hold on. Can you link me? Can you link me that? Because I gotta, yeah. If you're not in bed, get your ass on this stream right now. We'll go over that in a second. Link me that. Jason, find me while I'm jabbing here about the claw machine. Link me the part where P-Dub says that. I was effing dying, dude. Literally. Dubs, you're so funny, dude. I can't. Yeah, I just don't know. I think it would be cool, like for the kids, right? Like for us, like I want an effing Street Fighter Alpha. I want Tekken Deluxe. I want Stand Up Hydro Thunder. I mean, you guys you heard me say I want Robotron. I want Cubert. I want all the games, right? I want the retro games because it's what it's about. But this is what we got to choose from, guys. This is it. And I'm like, okay, maybe we take one for the kids right now, and we add this. I got room for it. I got room for it. So it's like, well, why not? Let's see here. Coffee Joe says, I had a capsule machine for a bit. There's plenty of party supply shops that stock. Ooh, that's a good idea. Because I was looking at like little plushy things, but they were like 3 inches high by 2 inches. I'm like, well, that's really dinky. And they were like $50 for 100. Yes, Jason was on Super Game Room, dude. Trust me, you'll find it. Yeah, Dubs is he had me dying, bro. All right, Dubs, get your ass on here. Let's go. Let's go, dude. High Octane is back, baby. Oh, we got to talk. That's too funny, dude. Okay, so, all right, where are we at here? I've lost my train of thought. Oh, relapse. So when your kids are 18, they can win their first set of car keys. Yeah, put it on scam mode. I didn't realize that. Like, so I'm kind of watching videos about claw machines, getting inspired. Like, you guys would do, and the claw actually like opens up. Like, I'm not a claw machine aficionado, but it legit, like when it's clotted, like it will open up a little bit and drag it over, so it like purposely drops the stuff. Like I didn't even know that was a thing. Like I guess I'm so focused on not watching. Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god, it's too funny. So let me pull up something real quick. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's do that, and we'll do the other. Boom. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, hold on. Here, Jason. I gotta click into this since we're on the topic, dude. It was so funny. I was literally okay. Here, hold on a second. So this is from Super Game Room, dudes. Where? Okay, let's get that off the screen. Hold on. I'm gonna share this with you guys. All right, where are we at here? We're at here. Boom. Put some sound up for you guys. Make this full screen.
You know, Mike, I think it's only appropriate that I take my hat off for this particular segment. You know what I mean? Because
if you guys haven't checked this out, just wait, just watch this,
guys.
okay?
If you're wearing a hat like me, let's take our hats off. Okay. So let's get this off, and let's do that. Okay. All right. So, all right. Now that I took my hat off, Mike, unfortunately, we've had a great loss in the community. We've had a content creator who has been, you know, asking, begging, pleading for attention from companies, right? A friend of the channel. And this guy, he's been desperate for a company to bring him on board, let him in, let him help. What's the word, Mike? Influence.
Yeah, he wants to influence.
He wants to influence. And he just wanted an opportunity, and finally a company gave it to him. CornerCade joined the AtGames influencer program, but the very first day that he joined the influencer program and hopped into their Skype thread going, let's fucking go. AtGames killed the Skype group.
Oh my god.
So if anyone goes around on the internet blaming Pete Ups or Rexer Show or Michael B or Nostalgia or anyone for killing the AtGames influencer group,
oh my god,
it was the CornerCade. It only took him one day, Mike. One day, and they shut it down.
I can't. He's dying, bro.
Yeah, Danny's an interesting character. He was pretty excited about that. Like he wrote me and he was like, I just signed my contract. Let's fucking go. And I was like, what? So he's pretty excited about it. This is, a big deal for him. This is what he wanted. He wanted to work with a company. So he's pretty excited. And it looks like AtGames, they're making some changes with the way they communicate with people to get the information out and news out. So I think they're working with people individually now instead of doing the big group chat. For me, like my preferential way for companies to work with people is probably like what Zen Studios do. I love what Zen does. Just have a
so yeah, long and short. No, thank you, Pete Ups. I didn't get into any like. For those of you that don't know, I signed an NDA with AtGames, so really exciting. Getting a chance to maybe, help get some inside information to help you guys, educate you guys, like have some say. Who knows, right? No, I didn't kill it though. That's the thing. I never got into that. They ended that long before I signed my NDA. So I guess they're gonna change some things around. They don't do a Skype chat anymore, which I was really excited about because I'm like, oh, I can talk to all these people now and get my name out there, say what's up. I think Moat, obviously Michael B, Papa Brad, I assume Wagner, Tampa Tech. I mean, there's guys that I don't even know. I don't really know Wagner or Tampa Tech. I just know him from P-Dubs when he says it. But Retro Bill. But yeah, so I was like, oh, this will be cool. Talk it up, offer my 2 cents kind of thing. But now they're just talking to people individually. So we'll see where this goes. We'll see what this happens. I'm sure I'll know more once I get my 4K pinball machine. I think AtGames is kind of waiting for me to get that and to get to share my thoughts. on that and stuff like that. They've moved over to ICQ. Help me explain what that is for those of you that don't know. James Hates Everything. Oh, you want to talk about crazy, dude? So James Hates Everything posted this podcast, and it literally was a guy and a girl talking, and AI is insane. Guys, I'm scared for AI. It literally sounds like two people are having a conversation. It even had the mannerisms in there. Like the guy was like, like he like stopped, like that kind of stuff. Like, what are you in? I thought it was a real podcast. Like people, James was saying people were like, oh, they knew it was AI. I was listening to that thing, like the whole thing. I'm like, was that AI? Like it didn't hit me until I listened to the whole thing. It literally sounded like a real conversation, which is absolutely crazy. It's literally insane. You guys gotta, Jason, put the link in the chat there. James, you guys gotta listen to that, because it's if you haven't checked it out, it's literally mind blowing. But no, long and short, I did not kill the AtGames the influencer Skype chat. I did not kill that. I want to get that on the record, guys. I just want to get that on the record. But yeah, guys, hit a 1 in the chat, guys. If you're thinking about getting the claw machine, and there's obviously some cool stuff we can put it in. I heard some good suggestions, like, hey, limiting it to one prize. I don't know, kind of thing. Because what the kids are just gonna want to clear out the claw machine, and then we just don't play it anymore, or if it's only one prize, then it just sits there. I mean, you almost have to put it on scam mode so it like lasts a little bit, right? And then maybe flip it to easy and they win something. Devastator Omega's like 0. What if I did this? I still got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm kind of like, teeter-tottering. Oh, too funny, guys. You guys are an effing riot. That's why I love coming on here. JR, yep, 0. I mean, this is what I'm kind of like thinking, like, okay. Oh, let's see here. Dub says AI adds to content is a good thing. AI being 100% of that content is lame and boring. I don't know what I would really use AI for. I mean, James is really good at like implementing that. I know he uses it for his thumbnails. I just don't know what what would I use AI for? Well, I'll tell you one thing I would like to add is the Elgato prompter. And that's like this teleprompter that goes right over your screen. You could literally look. I'd be reading right now what I like. I would have to pre-type it up, which would probably be obnoxious. But I could read into the camera without having to take takes. So I can just do it straight. It makes me look really professional, kind of like what I'm doing now, right? So that's one tool I could use. Oh yes, Vic Vicious, you're not wrong with that. Watch the intro video from when I actually, since we're on the topic, that's a good question here. Because I know they actually just posted their Instagram video to YouTube, which, for those of you that don't have Instagram like myself, now we can see what they were posting over on Instagram. So if you go over to Arcade1up on YouTube here, let me actually pull this thing up. I think they dropped it. They dropped it in a short. What did they do? Let me see here. Let me try to. Oh yeah, they did. I think they dropped it. Yeah, they dropped it in a short. Okay, so let's do this, guys. Let's share. Hold on, let's bring this over here. Let's share this guy. I don't think I can make this bigger because it is what it is. Right, it's just gonna. Whoa, this is like really small. That's like really tiny. Can we zoom in? Can we zoom in, chat? No, we can't. Those damn. I don't even think you can mute this. Maybe I can't. Oh, there you go. All right, there we go. We'll have that playing at least for a little bit. I don't know if you can really see it, but yeah, you're not wrong. Like, I don't see myself putting like Funko Pops. I mean, that's gonna be a lot of money that you're spending on adding this thing, No, I'm not gonna do wireless keyboards and skateboards. It's like unrealistic things. I don't know why OneUp did that. It would be cool, like putting shelves in the background. I know some some claw machines have like shelves back there. There's a lot of cool modding potential with this. And Jason and I were talking, doing something with the floor, putting rocks in there. You could obviously change the background of this thing. You don't have to keep it like that. I think this thing is, for what it is, like stock. And a lot of people said it was like kind of boring looking. I think it looks great. Stock. I would almost prefer like more blacks, or whatever, because they use that like turquoise piping and stuff. I think it looks fine. You can always change it if you want. Wait, how do I make the display bigger in Restream? Help me. How do you do that? I need AI. Oh, wait, can I do this? Oh, does that help? Does that help you? I feel like I'm too close now. Does that help, buddy? I mean, that's like a little, I guess that I met you halfway kind of thing. Dubs. In my opinion is this. Look at the niches you're interested in. Thousands of people cover Nintendo Switch. You only watch the personalities you like and identify with. 100% AI channels suck, boring. So there are actually. Oh, did he say Nintendo? Oh yeah. So that there are actually channels that are just strictly AI. That's interesting. I don't know if I like this, James. I feel like I'm too close to the screen. Like my face is in your guys' lap. Like, and can you see this? If you're on mobile, can you see this? Yeah, but Jay, you're only gonna put the box candies in. I mean, what were you gonna put a basketball in there? Like like a football, like a real football? You put the mini footballs in there. You put the pop sockets would be a big one. But I don't want to spend all this money on this thing. Like I want to upgrade the buttons in a cab, right, and light up the coin doors. I don't want to have to buy all this stuff to put in this claw machine. I think though, if I get my kids Happy Meals, you get the toy in there, you take it out, you put it in the claw machine. I think that'd be the best bet. Let's see. Yeah, actually, I kind of gotta zoom in a little bit, because when I'm looking at this thing now, I can see. I mean, the guy put like pistachios in there in the ball. Like it's moving fast. I gotta see. What's up, Cyber Styles? Thank you so much, man, for stopping by. So yeah, I don't know. I would like to see. I don't know. Kind of looking at this, like, I don't know. I'm literally 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I think it's the fact that I gotta buy all this stuff. I mean, that's not what I'm complaining about, but it's like when you start to see like it adds up, like, oh god, like that could be a lot of money. Yeah, you're not wrong. That's a good point. Screaming Banshee, that's a good point. That's a really good point. Here I'm thinking like we got to get all this like name brand stuff in here, right? We go to the 99-cent store, fill it with some cool stuff. I mean, like, my kids aren't really gonna care. I'll just not buy them. Maybe that's a good idea. Well, that's weird. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, that's weird. AI is too much, man. AI is too much. Vic Vicious says, "Come on, Danny. It's for the kids. It's like Christmas every day they play it." You're not wrong. That's why I was thinking about this. That's why I was like, like maybe, maybe I should get it. And the cool thing about so if I make me big for real quick, where Street Fighter is right here, the door to the room is right here. So to fill it, it's literally right there. Like it's so easy. You can open up. It's not like it's gonna be smashed in between cabinets. So it literally has like an ideal spot. Should we do a live stream gameplay of the claw machine? Wouldn't that be something? Devastator Omega says, fill it with fortune cookies. A Toyota Prius is in your future. Thor KC says, I think it'd be fun to have a claw machine to play with, but I think it's annoying that the Arcade1up doesn't have a start or end to the game. So it's not really a game. At least it's T2, it's one game, right? Yeah, it would be cool if you had like a certain amount of credits or something. I don't know. James says, is that a first aid kit or a box of Band-Aids in there? So there was Cyber says, come on, Dad. You should put a $5 bill in each one. Oh, that's a lot. You're asking for a lot. I don't know. Yeah, I think if we went, I'd have to go without the kids, of course, because if we go try to buy prizes for the kids, they're gonna want everything and they're gonna want to open it right away. We got in trouble. We had there was an Amazon package that came to the door. And I actually had a Barbie doll for my daughter for Christmas, and she kind of like halfway opened it. And I was like, oh, just go ahead and open it. And she didn't know, and she was really excited. I was playing with it. Then my son's just sitting there with his head down, like all sad. And I'm like, and my wife's like, okay, go get a Christmas present from him. I didn't realize we got a couple because we're starting to chip away a little bit, right? So we got this cool like building blocks thing, and dude, oh my god, the kids had hours of fun with that. I came with like a little drill, and they were like, I don't know, like remember like Connects when we were kids or something, but they were like you could like drill tires and make cars and make monsters. It's a whole what to do. Random one says I might get the claw machine and put mini shots in it like you got in the airplane. Yeah, I know. I heard a lot of people doing that. That's probably a good idea, you know, for adults at least, right? Let's see where we're at here. Relapse Production says, I thought the claw sounds good, but the possibilities of replayability seem very low. Yeah, I mean, this is one of those things that I think you'd have fun with a bunch of people over. You know, put it on scam mode and see if you can like legit try to get something out of there. But yeah, this is for kids, man. This is for kids and families to just have fun. Much like, you know, we'll talk about this too. I completely forgot about the AtGames new skin reveal. So, you know, we talk about the Arcade1up claw machine being for kids and families. You know, this is what AtGames is doing with their skins. You know, they got Dinosaur Dynasty, they got Snoopy, Star Trek, you know, another family kind of thing. So their latest one to come out, Sea of Thieves. That's another family, you know, is it for no, like that's not pinball. But again, maybe it's in their contractual obligation to put something from Microsoft and Rare out. And I think Sea of Thieves would hit the mark, you know, being family oriented, you know, pirate ships and all that jazz. I got to show you guys something. Speaking of AtGames, right? So where let me bring it up. I didn't have this prepped. I just recently discovered this, and I in my head thought, okay, if I reskin Jurassic Park, I'm gonna make it look badass. Badass. Like I'm not gonna have the dinosaurs drinking at the water hole. I could just take the left side and put the right side on. I was kind of thinking I could do that. That would be the most cost efficient way to do things. But then I'm like, well, what if I custom design something, right? And I'm like, that would be really cool. Like I can knock the socks off of the community here. So if we float over to Buy Stuff's website, let's see if I can pull this up. All right, let's go to, let me share the screen. Hold on, chat. Hold on your butts, like in Jurassic Park, right? All right, so guys, they have this skin here. And where am I at here? Where am I? Okay, here we go. So this is really cool. So not this skin, obviously, but if you scroll down, we got lots of options, my guy. And I don't know how much you guys are gonna have to pinch and drag a little bit. Let's see if I can I make this bigger? Oh, it's on, dude. Okay, guys, we're in it to win it now. All right. So we go, so it's the whole thing. So like here's for example, right? Like I'm thinking, okay, we do Jurassic Park, right? But what about Ghostbusters? Like how cool would that be? And you talk about cool. Let me tell you something real quick. You talk about cool. Well, let's bring this guy in the building. Dubs, what
Hey,
is
man.
going on, my man?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I hear me a little bit in the background. I think it's gone now.
What's up?
So Dubs, we gotta catch up a little bit. We haven't done high octane in a few weeks. You've been busy. You've had a lot of projects, my man. You like the projects were just flowing in, and I'm super jealous because you got a lot of cool and fun, exciting things going on with your place.
Yeah. And I got more stuff I got to get done this week because next week we're all going to be in Chicago for the Pinball Expo. So you know, it's kind of like crunch time. I got to get my day job stuff done, and then there's like 3 or 4 YouTube videos I want to get out before we leave because you know, we'll be at the Pinball Expo after that. So yeah, it's been busy. Oh man, is my camera freezing again? God dang it!
Hey, it's okay. A little choppy. Now it's good. Now it's good.
I have no idea what's going on with this thing. I've updated my computer. I've updated drivers. I just keep having this issue. I'm wondering if my camera is just crapping out. I mean, I've been using it for a couple of years, and sometimes stuff just burns out, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, get the Elgato one, man. That's the one I got. It's great. People think I'm
Now,
on like a DSLR camera.
no, I mean, I have a couple of I have the Elgato face cam. I have the Elgato 4K face cam. I usually use those as part of like my portable setup when I'm like streaming pinball and stuff. But
That's a good idea.
my
Yeah.
desk cam, this is like a $900 PTZ optics camera, but it's about 2 years old, and it's just starting to go on me, man.
James says update the user interface, the username.
He's talking about me. He's trying to
Yeah.
tease me that it's the user. It's not the user, James.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
okay, so I stumbled upon these skins, right? So in my head, I was like, okay, we gotta obviously dubs. We talked about this, like, the dinosaurs at the watering hole doesn't really tickle my fancy as far as like artwork on a pinball machine, but I get it, like, right? It's just artwork. But then I discovered Buy Stuff doing their thing, and I'm like, holy cow, this is like the replica of the Data East one. This would be kind of cool. Now, albeit little plain. They have another one, not James Bond, of course. I don't know why I clicked on that. Right here, Jurassic Park, and I'm like, okay, this one though, it looks like they just took a bunch of images and just put them on there. They don't really flow together. So I was thinking to myself, I'm like, if I sent over some artwork, now you talked about this, it was going to be a little bit expensive though to do this. I would think it'd be badass if we just get some custom side blades and just let it rip. And I got an imagination, and so there was one design. I don't have it pulled up yet. I could, see if I can pull it off my phone.
I don't really like this one. I kind of like that Data East one you just showed, the black one. I thought that looked pretty cool.
Yeah, that was and that's a replica too of, for the most part, of what that machine actually looks like.
Yeah, I like that. Although I tell you what, man, the when it comes to this Jurassic Park skin, I've said it a bunch of times already. That one side, this left side where it's orange and black, like they just need to make that whole machine look like that one side, and I think it would look It would look amazing.
Yeah, it would look even cool in the front with the coin doors if they kind of like blended it a little bit, to get to there. It'd be fine.
Get rid of the ferns, get rid of the jungle, just have the whole thing be like that orange and black, kind of like the sun is setting look. Do you have it, the picture?
I can pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up. So
give me a second.
You never know, there might be some new people here who don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, 100%.
But
go over here.
I mean, I just think they need to put this all around. What's up, Cyber? Good to see you, man.
All right, so then I have an image that and I had like raptor eyes that were looking, that would be really cool, like on the side of the thing here.
So you see that left side? AtGames keeps trying to do this where on one side of the pinball machine they have one kind of artwork, and then on the other side of the pinball machine a totally different kind of artwork, right? And that does happen with real pinball machines. So for instance, my Labyrinth pinball machine down there, the artwork on one side is different than the other side, but it's all the same color, right? It blends together. It's just different images on each side. In my opinion, this orange and black and yellow coloring should be the whole machine all around. And this image they have here with the T-Rex and the Jurassic Park logo and the spitting dinosaur, just put that on both sides. You don't have to have different images on both sides. Most pinball machines have matching artwork on both sides. Some machines have different, right? In my opinion, just make this whole thing orange and black. The front, get rid of all the green, get rid of all the ferns. If that whole pinball machine looked like that, I think it would look badass in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Opinions are like buttholes. We all have one, right?
I got 100%. I got this cool image. Let's see if I can pull this up that I stumbled upon. I'm like, ooh, like if you
why is your screen so small when you share your screen? Are you using like a tiny laptop monitor or something that you're sharing?
No, I'm just on. No, I mean I'm on a laptop, but I'm on a 24-inch screen. Is it because is it like what you want to do this?
No, it's just I mean, well that helps, but I don't know. Like just that last camera shot, the image you share is so small compared to like when I share it using the same software.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, let me zoom out. I think this would be badass. I got the whole machine. Let me see. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let me show you this image, guys. And this was kind of cool. So you had the dock sign in there too. So let me replace this. Let me just show you guys. I got a ton of tabs open now. So let me just bear with me if I can find this. There we go, right here. This would be awesome. So
Oh, this
it's
looks
got
cool.
yeah, right? Like if I send this over to buy something, I'd be like, go ham. I want you to inspire me based off of this, right? What can you give me? And this is something that's kind of custom. I don't know if this has been done. There's been a lot of Jurassic Park machines before. So, but it's got all the characters in there from the movie, and it's just like, they got the dock sign there. There's Newman. Gotta love that. Gotta get the spitter. What is it? What is that animal's name?
Newman, you mean Dennis Nedry? But
Yeah, Dennis Nedry.
You're calling him Newman from Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. But that'd be kind of cool. I don't know. Just my 2 cents. So we'll bring that down. But yeah, let's see what else we got. Oh, okay. So we talked about Pinball Expo. Dubs, is there anything? So what time? So they open at noon on Thursday, and we're gonna get the date right. I'm taking Tuesday off. Dude, you asshole! You said not only did you roast me for that, but you roasted me for trying to break up the AtGames bandwagon. You're so funny. Dude, I was dying.
Look, I know some people out there don't know what we're talking about, but you guys don't understand how funny this is to me. For a year, this man has been begging for a company to give him a chance. And the same day they let you in, on day one, they kill the group.
Yeah, like
can you imagine? Can you imagine how Danny felt when the group disappeared? I think it's like the funniest fucking story of all time. I'm sorry, Danny. I just think it's freaking hilarious.
It is. It's great. It's like
imagine, guys, you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna go work for Microsoft, and like you walk in, and Microsoft's like, hey guys, we're shutting down today on day one. You're like,
kind of merging with another company. we're shutting this division down.
It's my first day. I abandoned Arcade1up for this.
Oh my God.
I think it's hilarious. It's so funny.
It's par for the course, right?
It's so
no, funny. But it's gonna be really exciting. Like I know Mike B is so funny because you're literally gonna die, and like Mike B wants to laugh, but he's like keeping so professional. Like kudos to Mike B.
No, Mike thinks it's funny too.
Yeah, doesn't Mike B just go nuts? Yeah. It's fine. But it'll be cool. Like even like doing giveaways on, like if AtGames can send you a pinball pack or whatever the case may be. I don't even know what I'm going to be doing, right? I think AtGames is really waiting for us to get the 4K machine in the building and do some live streams, which, Dubs, you got to send me some pictures of your, like how your pinball rig is and your setup, because this is a whole new beast. It's a whole new beast that I got to tackle.
Let me help you, Danny. Let me help you.
Like again, right?
I get nothing out of it, but let me help you. Let me help you look good to this company that hates me currently because they can't handle the truth. Let me help you.
Hey, it's for the community. It's for the community because we want to stream some pinball live. So that's gonna be fun. Like, and what's cool, Dubs, is like again, I was telling at the beginning of the show that we've never played a virtual pinball and never seen an AtGames Pinball 4K in person. This will be our first chance to see all the stuff in the building and hopefully get a chance to have some fun playing it. And so that's really cool. Now the New Wave Toys is gonna be there, which is really cool. Dubs, believe it or not, I've never seen a New Wave Toys product like in my hand in person at all.
That'll be cool.
That's another cool thing. Like the smile can't even get off my face right now. And then the new arcade product, which we don't know, it could be a dartboard. I don't know, Dubs, you're like frozen. It was like really bad. Your eyes were all like,
So New Wave Toys, the very first time I bought one after hearing about them from other people, I bought the Tempest New Wave Toys. And I arrive it, and the box is pretty and all that. I take it out of the box, and I was like, okay, I probably just wasted. Back then, they were like $120 back then. Now they're like 160 on launch day. And sure enough, I took it out of the box and started tinkering with it, and I was like, holy cow, this is awesome quality. You know what I mean? This was and then I've been buying them ever since. So
they look amazing. Like they're just so cool. Fun. Like to like line your arcade. Like we could literally put shelves around and just line them with like that would be so cool, man. Like
the new arcade, the renovations that are happening, we have a floating shelf going from corner to corner of the wall. and all of the quarter arcades and Numbskull quarter arcades and New Wave Toys arcades are all like up there, so it'll look really really cool. And then you can pull them down if you want to play them, so it'll be
Yeah,
fun.
that's cool. You can
Hmm.
always, if you want to HDMI them to a TV or something, you can do that. So there's
Hmm.
just like a lot of cool possibilities. Like I said, I've never even got my hands on. I've seen videos, and you guys have them. Like, so that'll be cool. The real pinball things will be. You think X-Men's gonna be there?
The new X-Men, yeah, the new
Yeah.
X-Men should be there. Yeah.
Oh man, that'll be cool. Like you'll get a chance to play
Mhm.
that. I know you haven't played it, right?
I have not played the new X-Men yet, no, and I was really really interested in buying one. But that first live stream they did, it looked terrible, the gameplay, because the code wasn't ready.
So
Um,
help
but
me help you help the community here. When you say like the code isn't ready, right? Like because it's just so what was happening? The ball was hitting things and it wasn't reacting. Things weren't happening that they should that
th-
should be
th-
happening.
here, let's put it in a way that relates to this community. AtGames last year showed off the Adams family at Chicago Pinball Expo, and it wasn't ready. You would say the code or the firmware wasn't ready. Too much lag and stuff. And now
Okay.
that they've made it better, way better, they're going back to Pinball Expo, and I'm sure some people will play it for probably their second time and say, "Wow, I remember playing this last year and it played like ass. You guys did a good job fixing it, right?"
Hmm.
So sometimes these companies, and not just these arcade companies, this happens in the world of video games all the time. Shit gets released that probably should have baked in the oven a little bit more, right? And you always find bugs and issues, and they push out patch updates and things like that, right? So,
Hmm.
typically when it comes to pinball, usually they release it and you hope the day one code is great, but it usually takes them a while to get up to that perfect code where everything's dialed in. So that's what's nice about pinball machines that can be firmware updated these days, right? Is they push out updates pretty frequently.
Wow, that's cool. That's
Like
something like I didn't even
like
know. You know.
like even the smaller companies like Barrels of Fun just pushed out a new firmware update last week for Labyrinth. And you know what's really cool about that is, sometimes when you're playing pinball, getting to the final ending of pinball is the hardest part. Like you got to beat all the modes to beat the story and essentially beat the game, right? So, like for instance, Stern released a pinball update on Venom where you could just jump right to the final boss battle against Null, right? That way you can experience the ending if you're a novice player who's never going to get there just playing it the traditional way, right?
Yeah,
So that
that's
way,
cool.
you just go to the main menu, say I want to launch the boss battle, and you just play the boss battle, right?
That's
Well,
really cool. I like
well,
that.
Barrels of Fun just put out a firmware update last week where I can now just jump right to the final battle against the Goblin King, David Bowie at the Goblin Castle, just instantly, just for fun, just to experience it without going through the whole game and trying to beat every mode to get there, right?
Yeah,
So
that's really cool. I like that.
so a lot of the firmware updates too, they add more features, right? Like they add more ball challenges and things like that. Stern does it, Jersey Jack does it, Barrels of Fun does it. So it's nice when these new codes come out because even if, let's say, your machine's been collecting dust for a minute in your house, it gives you a reason to go play it. Like, oh, they added this new game mode, I want to try it.
Hmm.
So it's pretty cool about that pinball. Having internet connected pinball machines is awesome.
Yeah, that is really cool. Like I didn't even
Yeah.
know that there were that was available because it's like a
Hmm.
physical machine. It's not digital, so that's all new to me. That's really
Yep.
cool. Um, what else is gonna be there? I know they have like tours going on. We won't be able to make any of those, unfortunately. Like again, if it was me and my wife, we'd be doing everything under the
Hmm.
sun from noon to midnight or whatever they're open till. But are you gonna go on any of the tours or no? Just going
No, I'm
Galloping
not.
Ghost Pinball.
No, I'm not doing any of the tours. They're doing tours Tuesday, Wednesday. I think they're doing like Stern Pinball Factory tours and stuff like that. And we're not doing those because we got plans Tuesday, Wednesday. So we're just doing the convention Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We'll pretty much be at the convention all day and night.
That's cool.
I mean, we're getting there Tuesday, and Tuesday is arrival day. It's just party with your friends. You're all in an Airbnb. We haven't seen each other in a year, and then
Yeah.
Wednesday we're going to Galloping Ghost, and after Galloping Ghost, I think we're gonna no, Medieval Times is Thursday. We ended up Wednesday got sold out, so I forget what we're doing Wednesday. I think Wednesday's Galloping Ghost, and then Thursday is we're gonna go to the convention during the day, and then when the convention's over, we're all going to Medieval Times at night. And I know some people are like, why Medieval Times? A lot of the YouTubers who you follow, guys, there's not a Medieval Times in the state they live in. They've never experienced it. I'm from Chicago. I've been to the Medieval Times in Schaumburg at least 10 times. And then out here in Arizona, there's a Medieval Times in Scottsdale. We've lived out here 6-7 years. We've been there about 4 times. So like me, Medieval Times is just a fun thing to do that we do frequently. But for everyone else, it's their first time. So pretty
Yeah,
excited. Pretty excited to see everyone experience that.
yeah, me and my wife never been to Medieval Times. That's crazy. So that definitely be pretty cool for you guys to do that. Trying to think
Yep.
what else would be on the docket. I mean, that's a lot of stuff. I mean, like Galloping Ghost in its own right could be a week's trip. So yeah, it'll be pretty cool just to get down there and see people. It'll be fun regardless, even if it is just for a few hours, like myself. But yeah, trying to think. Oh yeah. Okay. So check this out, right? So I didn't get to this, and let me share this screen real quick. Where we at? I stumbled upon this, and this is on Facebook Marketplace, right? Let's do this real quick.
What is that a pro Killer
It's
Instinct?
a KI Pro. Now hold on. Can I zoom in?
Kill it with fire. Kill it with fire.
Guess how much it is though? Look at the price. $500. I'll be like, I'll offer you $400. I'll come pick it up tonight. And so this comes. Look at Dubs. Look at the match. The mat is still wrapped in plastic. Like, look at this. It's like damn near brand new. So you're going through the pictures, right? Now there's a little crack here. He says in the description that it came cracked like this. He said he got it around Christmas, didn't build it till March, and this is what he's got. So, dude, I mean, $1,000. Sorry, PD7, it's not worth $1,000. But for $400, might be talking a little bit. I mean, the sign's still wrapped. Like this is still brand new. Chat. What do you think? $400 KI Pro. It's in Wisconsin, in Plover, Wisconsin. No idea where that is.
If you could get it for $500 or less, that's pretty much the price of what a lot of these XLs, and it's pretty much an XL size Arcade1up. So I would be feeling pretty good about that price for this. But anything more than 500, they were really screwing people over on these pros. Yeah, that's why we'll never see a pro series again from Arcade1up. So.
And it sucks because if you could do this and make it like $599, I think
that's what it should have been. That's what it should have been. Brand new. It should have been $600, but they came out like, oh hey, we threw some cheap sticks and buttons in there, so you got to pay us $1,000 now, right?
Yeah. See, like people are saying, damn, that's a buy. I don't know, man. I might tell Mrs. CornerCade, hey, where is Plover? I gotta see how far that. I've never even heard of that town.
I don't know. You live in the cheese state, man. I don't know.
Yeah, watch it be way up north in the boonies. Yeah. I would buy it and make it an MK. I don't know. You're gonna have to go through a different company than Zabos because I'm still waiting 7 months now.
How far away are you from Milwaukee?
I can see it out my window, so probably 10 minutes, not even 5 minutes.
All right, cool. Next time I fly to Chicago, if maybe I'll drive up we go to a Cubs game at the Brewers Stadium. I love Miller Park. It's such a fun stadium. Miller Park is beautiful.
I'll always call it Miller Park, but it's American Family Field now, so Family Field or whatever they call it. Yeah, again,
Miller Park.
Like look at White Sox Stadium, Comiskey Park. It's always to be Comiskey.
A lot of us from Chicago still call it like New Comiskey.
Yeah.
Not it was U.S. Cellular Field, and then it changed. Now it's like guaranteed rate.
Yeah, it's guaranteed rate. Yeah,
screw you. What a terrible name.
What a terrible name. It's like it's all about the advertising, man.
Hey, if banks love putting their name on these baseball stadiums, and Guaranteed Rate is a national banking chain. They do a lot of home mortgages and stuff, and it's advertisement for them to have their name on the building and said every 5 minutes during a baseball broadcast. But
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. Like, what a terrible name for a baseball park. Guaranteed rate field. So
Yeah,
stupid.
It's just so stupid.
Like US Cellular sounded okay, right?
Yeah. Still a
But
cell phone company,
but
but yeah.
nothing beats Comiskey. We love
And
calling it.
Wrigley will always be Wrigley.
Yeah,
Um,
Wrigley's on the historic registry. They really can't do much with screwing that over. It'll be Wrigley
yeah.
Field.
That's at least good because I could not imagine calling it anything else. James was saying PD7. It said it's 3 hours away. That might eliminate me a 6-hour drive. Are you out of your mind for KI? I don't know.
Yeah,
About
well, you can't buy any more Arcade1ups. You're on Team AtGames now, so you need to just let this one go, Danny.
that. There's not many Arcade1ups to buy. I want to get your 2 cents in. So again, my kids a little bit different from your kids. They're 2 and 4. I was kind of thinking.
I have one kid who's 23. Yes.
Yeah, so it's a little bit different, right? So,
yes.
A claw machine possibility. I mean, nothing's coming out, right? So let's say we got the claw machine, right?
Okay.
Like, well, what are we gonna fill it with, right? And then it's like, well, when does it end? So let's say you buy $100 worth of stuff and you put it in this thing. And then what do my kids just keep winning it over and over and they just walk out of the room with like a bunch of stuff? Like when does it end? Do I say limit 1 per prize per like what? How do you play this thing exactly? Like, because then they're gonna want all this candy and eat it. So then I got to smuggle it back into the machine when they're not looking. Like, how does that? And I don't want to keep having to buy stuff for this thing. I don't mind modding the buttons. That's a one-time shot. Like,
I think you and everyone else are really overthinking this claw machine.
No, like, it's not a question.
It's not that difficult. Like, you guys are having literally Danny just had a full-on conversation with himself, right? You're gonna fill it with some toys for your kids. When your kids win them, you're gonna fill it with something else. I mean, that's it. You're not gonna take the crap they already won and stick it back in the machine. Because then they're gonna be like, oh, I already won that. Go put it with something interesting, whatever your kids are interested in. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are like, they're hitting the panic button over like how difficult of a thought process this is. For starters, like, what? You mean I got to fill it with my own prizes? And I'm like, no. During the middle of the night, the Arcade1up fairy visits your home and refills your claw machine for you. Like, come on. Yeah, it's a toy. That means you have to play with it. And play with it means not just moving the stick and hitting the button to drop the claw. You actually need to set it up. You got to put your toys in there, set up the stuff you want to win for your family or your guests. I think the little plastic balls filled with little whiskey shooters would be great for parties. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's some cool aspects to.
Yeah, there's some fun stuff you could do with it. And if it's not your bag, then then just let it go and move on with your life. You know what I mean? Like the anger cracks me up. So yeah, like my wife thinks it's cool. My wife wouldn't mind us buying it, but we haven't bought it yet. I showed her, that video I made where I was like, here's your options.
Yeah.
So I told her, I was like, here, go watch my video where I show you these other options. And the bigger one that's like $1,400, what is that called? Candymachines.com.
Yeah, it's like skinnier.
Right? She's like, I want that one. You know what I mean? So well, I mean, it does a lot more. It plays music. It has RGB lighting throughout the whole machine, not just because this was interesting. The Arcade1up one just has a ceiling light and a marquee. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, you can add in, hey, we got plenty of affiliate links for it on Amazon, but you can add in your Gold lights. Yeah,
you can mod it.
Yeah. Which again, to your credit, like, do you really want to go through doing that and whatever the case may be? Now, hold on a second. I thought the Arcade1up one played music. Am I wrong?
I don't know. I don't think so. I didn't see that in their listing. But the one from like claw machines, it has RGB lighting. It has music that is already pre-programmed to work with the lighting and blink and do things in a certain way, right? And, you know what I mean? And whatchamacallit, it's just a higher quality product, and it's skinnier too. So it's only 14 inches wide, so it can get tucked in a corner, not take up as much space. So she's like, I want that one. So I'm glad I made her watch the video. But then again, I wasn't glad, Danny, because that one is 3 times more expensive than the Arcade1up one. You know what I mean?
Now you can fall back on the Arcade1up one and say, look, we compromised.
But like when we went to what was that arcade chain that I went to and then you went to in Wisconsin? The same chain that has all the claw machines.
Oh, that's round one.
Yeah, so I went to round one out here in Arizona. Round one, apparently, all their locations have shit tons of claw machines. When I was at round one, the claw machines were filled with women and kids playing on claw machines, right? And whatchamacallit, and they're having a good time. They think it's fun, right? And so sure enough, my wife, she loves claw machines, coin pushers, you know what I mean? Like those kind of novelty stuff. That's why we have a coin pusher.
Yeah.
Like
How does she?
like
Do you guys play that like often or?
she does. Yeah, she does.
Okay.
So, but the thing is, I don't think a lot of like just dudes like are into the claw machine stuff. So maybe that's why we get so mad about it. If they want to release it, let them release it. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Just try and please release an arcade machine before we die. You know what I
That
mean?
was my. I've always said this. Like, if you want to do that wacky, crazy stuff, like this, for example, a coin pusher, pop a shot, whatever. Like, you can do that. Like, but then you got to have your like staples of what made you a company. Like your 4 banger titles or 4 re-release, whatever the case may be. Right? We got to get some arcade games. Like, I never have a problem with like expanding the horizon on doing the Wheel of Fortune, Casino Kate, all that stuff. But don't get lost in the sauce and just forget about I don't want to pay for licensing anymore or anything. We're just gonna do dartboards and coin pushers and claw machines.
They're doing a dartboard.
I can guarantee you.
You know what's funny is when I was at Costco looking at the pinball machines and the pub machine, Costco had a brand new electronic dartboard there. Really nice quality. It was like
Yeah.
$150. Electronic talking dartboard. And I considered picking it up. But it's just one that just hangs on the wall, not like a full standing type
I would
dartboard
assume
machine.
Arcade1up would make a full standing kind of, where you put it
Never know.
together. Like I can just totally see that. It's like, oh my god.
You
I
never
feel like
know.
they're gonna turn into like think up. Well, with the shuffle golf, like that's gonna be Arcade1up now. Just a bunch of wacky stuff. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. I want them to release arcade titles, guys. I don't know. It's
Mm.
upsetting. We're not. CES is the next thing, and my buddy Chase is going to CES, so we're gonna have a live correspondent down at CES to if Arcade1up is there. He's gonna call into the show and let us know and get to see all the cool wacky stuff that they bring. Hopefully, it's something
Yeah.
good. 'Cause
CES, downtown Chicago, McCormick Place. We've gone 7 or 8 times before we moved to Arizona. We went every single year.
that's cool.
And it's such an incredible pop culture and comic book type convention. So
Yeah.
I'm jealous that I don't get to go to that anymore. Out here they have it in Phoenix. It's called Phoenix Fan Fusion. It's just not as good. It doesn't have the same vibe as CES.
What
CES was
is
awesome.
so it's the same kind of thing, but just not as
It's
amped
literally
up.
the same exact thing. No, I mean, there's lots of people there, 30, 40,000 people over the weekend. It's just as packed as CES, but it just does. Maybe it's the McCormick Place and the downtown Chicago vibe. You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
also the people in Chicago. I'm from there
Yeah.
versus all these people out west, Danny. They don't live their life in a rush like people in the Midwest. So, like for instance, what happens, Danny? You've been walking downtown Chicago. What have you noticed about everyone walking downtown Chicago when they're walking around? What do you see?
There's a lot of people, and they're moving into. They gotta go. Like it's the same.
Very uniform, very fast, right?
Yeah, it's the same
Now,
thing when driving. That was the biggest thing, Dubs, that bothered me that
yes,
so much when I came up here. People up here drive 40 miles an hour in a 70 and on the highway. I'm doing at least 90. And I'm
yeah,
like, you gotta just move. And it's not like I'm driving like a maniac because I'm cruising, I'm turning the
yeah,
blinker on, I'm passing you. That's Chicago, dude. Like that,
right.
that'll never come out of my system. I don't know why people drive so
Out
damn
here,
slow.
I don't know if the sun has like suntan burned this into people, but they live a slower lifestyle than people from the Midwest. So I am hardwired. Like whenever we're out, we're walking around Mesa, Tempe, Gilbert, Scottsdale, everywhere we go, I just feel like everyone's in my effing way because
Yeah, it's like
everyone walks.
move.
They take their time out west. They live a slower lifestyle. Not everything's a rush. Maybe that's why they live longer than people in the Midwest.
And they're all stressed out.
They're not dying from heart attacks, right? But
Yeah.
they're just slower and they're moving and they're just taking their time. And I'm like the guy behind them, like, get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah, please just go, like, move.
Right.
Like, it's okay if you want to
Right.
be slow, go over there. Like, get out of the left-hand lane.
So
we can just move.
imagine slower lifestyle people attending a comic convention, and there's 30,000 of them, versus in Chicago where everyone knows, stop, look, okay, that's cool, keep fucking moving. You know what I
Keep
mean?
the train rolling. Like,
Keep the train
exactly.
growing. I got people behind me. That's the way Chicago is.
Oh,
Chicago.
speaking of Chicago, bear down, Dubs, because we got a huge win
great.
today. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's go.
I watched I watched the Bears win, and I'm glad that Caleb Williams has had several great games in a row, and it's been able to silence some of the people who were like, "Oh, he's going to be a bust like Bryce Young. He's going to be a bust."
Yeah,
but he's been playing great the last few games. He's not been looking like a bust, and keep in mind too, he's playing behind the worst offensive line in the NFL, so the poor kid's running for his life half the time. But he, imagine if he had a great offensive line and actually had 2 seconds to throw the ball.
I'll take 2 good offensive linemen out of 5, and we'll see what happens. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, so now the Bears go to they play Jacksonville, 1-4 Jacksonville in London. Was that next week? So a pretty crappy team from the record perspective, but it's all the way in London, and that could screw some things up.
Beating up on the Panthers and the Jags. I think every team needs that, Danny, to help reboost your confidence. You know what I'm saying? It helps get you fired up.
A win is a win. In the NFL, like, you take it and you move the drill. Doesn't matter how you win, winning ugly. I don't care. Like, as long, but it was nice. It was nice to see. I didn't get to watch the game. I had to work. We had the game on at work, so I got very distracted for a good 3 hours. But it was nice to see just like a nice beatdown, like scoring 30 points. Like, that's the thing. It's like, man, this offense needs to score points. You cannot just rely on field goals and the defense to bring home the game every time. It's gotta. Is Sunday Night Football over? I know it got delayed. Did the Steelers win?
No, they're in the fourth quarter, and Steelers are losing to the Cowboys 13-10 right now.
Okay, good. I wanted, I kind of wanted Justin Fields to do bad because, if he does good, if he lights it up, it's like, dude, you just cut him.
Remember they were 3-0, and everyone was like, oh, and now Justin Fields is amazing again because he's not on the Bear. He's not on the Bears. And then last week he had your typical Chicago Bears Justin Fields type game, and the Steelers lost, and doesn't look like they're doing so hot. I don't know what his stat lines are.
Yeah, I don't. I did to check it. I know we're doing a show here. I love Cyber Styles using the new emojis. He's got the Street Fighter with he's got the NBA Jam with the basketball. He's got. Oh, I love it, dude. KI with the guitar, Mortal Kombat with the blood. Oh, channel members. Speaking of Mortal Kombat, did you see my 4-year-old daughter pulled off some moves in MK? I taught her some moves, and she even said and did the "get over here." Like, God, you gotta love it, dude.
All right, so here you go. Here's Justin Fields. So far, 114 yards passing, 13 out of 24, so averaging 4 yards per pass. He's been sacked 3 times. He's thrown 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. So
pretty.
Was it really? I mean, I know the Bears had a terrible offensive line and a terrible offensive coordinator, but I found it funny when everyone was like, "Oh my God, they're 3-0. Justin Fields is amazing. The Bears never should have left him go."
That's Justin Fields. Here we go again. Like,
Justin Fields had issues. He held onto the ball too long. There were plenty of times where he had over 4 seconds to throw the ball, which, technically you want to get rid of the ball within 2 to 3 seconds as a quarterback, right? He had 4 or 5 seconds, and he's still not throwing the ball. He's still looking around like, what am I going to do? Oh, I better run. You know what I mean? So,
well, speaking of running, Dubs, are you going to run to Krispy Kremes and grab some of these guys?
Nah, I'm a type 1 diabetic. I can't, but they do look delicious.
Holy moly. Look at the Stay Puft marshmallow, Jason. Oh my God, my wife's she's gonna go nuts over this. Holy cow. Hold on, we gotta just see while we're talking here. I'm just curious to see what these are all about. Oh my God. So you Ghostbusters cookies and cream donut made with Oreo. Okay, you can't go wrong there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I might turn into a diabetic eating this stuff. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man donut pull apart. So you got a couple donuts there with original glazed donut with powdered topping, marshmallow flavored buttercream. Oh man, that's gonna be good. Slimer donut. See, lemon flavored green filling. I don't know about that. The Ecto Sprinkle donut, an original glazed donut just with some sprinkles. Okay, so really it's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Oreo. That's where it's at.
Yeah,
that is really cool.
It does look cool.
That is cool. It's
too bad I can't have them, but they look delicious.
Yeah, that's a bummer, but that's okay. I mean, you're probably a better man, right?
Yeah, you got a super chat from Geo.
Read it out, Dubs. Let's go. How do you do it over there at the Super Game Room, dudes? You gotta play an insult video. That's right.
I just want to give the DDR Classic Mini more love. Sent an email for the mod, but read it carefully with sound. No copyright music and me talking. I don't know.
I guess he sent us an email.
Appreciate the super chat, Geo. Geo loves his DDR Classic Mini.
Yes, he does. Oh, buddy, it's a 10-minute video. As much as I appreciate supporting the channel, I don't know if we got the whole. Can we watch the whole kit and caboodle on that one? I mean, you can probably put it in the background while we're talking. We'll see. We gotta visit it on YouTube here. That's where it's at.
No Lewis Tully donut. Way to go.
Yeah, that mini is kind of cool. Look at I love Cyber Styles coming in with the perfect emojis. I mean, literally, that like sums it up right there. That's okay, man. You're late to the party, but I just kind of put this stream together. Dubs hopped on and I appreciated it. So we're just chilling and we're chatting. We were talking about pinball. We're talking about what we're gonna do down there, and all that fun stuff. I should probably make it big, right? Where are we at?
Oh yeah. He was talking about this on Super Game Room Dudes in our chat and also on my Discord. He made a whole bunch of custom marquees. So if you pick this thing up and want to put your favorite game or a different marquee on here, you'll be able to do that through Geo. So pretty cool in my opinion.
Oh, that's kind of neat. So he has it off right now and he can just kind of slide it in.
Yeah, so I'm guessing when you go to play, you take the red sticks off, which
Yeah. Those are just for show.
And then you just play with your hands hitting the buttons.
Or what you could do is put like an action figure on there, and you could like play with the action figure.
Yeah, even if I did this with my hands instead of my feet, I am not a drummer, so I would totally stop that. Stop video at 6 minutes. Don't go past the 6-minute mark. That's, I guess, when we would get some copyrighted content.
It might explode. The video will self-destruct at the 6-minute mark.
Yeah. It's cool. It's huge. It's a lot bigger than who made one recently? Was it like My Arcade or Tiny Arcade? Somebody made one that you could buy. They sell it on Amazon pretty cheap, but it's pretty small. You guys know what I'm talking about in the chat? There's another one of these, but it's like a third of the size of this thing.
That I don't know.
Oh, chat, look at how easy that was to put on there. Boom, boom,
done.
Just
boom. Yep, boom.
Yeah, very cool, Geo. Very cool.
I mean, that's pretty neat that you were able to do that. I mean, you had it faster than Joe Sabos, right? Be honest. Let's be honest, Joe. I love you, but come on, man. Dude, 7 months deep. I mean, this stuff is coming from China.
You're waiting on. You put an order in 7 months ago for something?
So real quick.
Did you message him? Did you say like, Joe, come on, man? It's been 7 months.
Several times. So I got the Children of the Atom marquee that I'm going to be swapping out for the X-Men 97. So we're going to kind of make that just like a little bit different cab. And then we moved everything from Killer Instinct and moved it into Shinku Hadouken.
You know what you could have done is that one has, it's not the snap-on marquee, it's the translucent
the slide in. Right? Yep.
You could have just gone to like Game On Graphics and you supply them with the logo and then they print it for you. You know what I mean?
See, there's a lot of companies, Dubs. I mean, I'm gonna have to use somebody else going forward. It's just ridiculous.
Like 19K Fox just did his X-Men mod, right? He turned his X-Men 97 into a Konami X-Men, but he needed the marquee. Well, he gave the logo and the artwork to Game On Graphics, and they printed and sent it to him like within a week. So,
That's insane. Yeah.
Joe Sabo, and guys, I'm not dogging on Joe. I love Joe. Joe does, in my opinion, some of the best work we've ever seen for mods in our community. But 6-7 months is, I understand, like a 2-month delay, which is what he used to run. A 2-month delay made sense, but 6-7 months, it's like, come on, man.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. It's beyond ridiculous. I got to be honest with you. Like, I'm just telling the truth. It's not fair to people at the end of the day.
Like, what if I told you guys I'm gonna make a video, but I don't release it for 7 months? Like, wouldn't you guys be like, what the fuck?
Well, and the problem is, I was 2 months. I think I was 2 to 3 months deep, and I actually made a like trailer sneak peek to what we're gonna be doing for our WrestleMania cabinet, and that was like 3 months ago, and I'm still waiting. It's like, dude, come on. So Shinku Dukin is gonna be transformed into Killer Instinct. We bought all that layout, all the graphics, everything like that, and then we obviously have a WrestleMania marquee coming. And Fret Burner, 100%. My wife told me this news on a very serious note. Greg over at 99 Lives is going through some hardship right now. His wife's actually going into surgery tomorrow. Yeah, like it says here, I don't know. We're gonna have to have Greg on or do something. But if you could, if my moderators in the building, if they could, put in the chat here, Greg's website, his link to his website. It's
Yeah, I like Greg. I've collaborated with him a few times. I've reviewed his what are those, the big boss panels, when those were pretty popular to put on the Legacy, the original Legacy cabinets, not the newer Legacy Deluxes. And such a nice guy, super nice guy, super friendly, and really sorry to hear that his wife's going through that. So thoughts and prayers, my dude. Thoughts and prayers. Hopefully everything goes okay.
100%. Thank you, Jason. Yeah, like he said, hey, the times are going to be a little bit delayed, but don't stop ordering because his wife's not going to be able to work, and this is their sole income now. So please, if you want to mod one of your cabinets, if you want to make that from a 4-player to 2-player, now would be the ultimate time because it's going to get these guys through a very, very tough hardship. I'd love to have mine. I'd love to do something for them. 100%. Yes. And Jason, thank you so much, man. He also has a Facebook page. I don't know if they started like a GoFundMe or what. I don't know the specifics. Like I said, my wife told me right before I got on the stream, I'm like, wow, that's horrible. Horrible news. But yeah, thoughts and prayers, like I said, like Pete up said, going your way, my guy, and we hope that everybody gets through that. Greg's a great guy. He did a giveaway. I wanted to have him on, couldn't make it, but he still wanted to do the giveaway. So we still did the giveaway. Somebody in the community won an X-Men panel. It was a panel they're choosing. That's when we were doing all the mods, the Simpsons, X-Men, Blitz, the NBA Jam Deluxe as well. But yeah, 100% Geo. Just everybody's got each other's backs. We love you guys. Oh yeah, the Cyber Styles had a Slimer drink I saw too. It's like a slushy kind of thing too. I mean, that was definitely that would be kind of cool actually to try. Relapse says the problem is that Danny paid already and now it's out of his hands. Yeah, honestly, it's like I already paid it, and it's like I just made a donation essentially at this time, and it's like it's a couple $100 donation to be quite honest with you. It's like, come on, Joe. And he said, I'll get on this immediately, after the 5th email, and it was 2 weeks ago. It's like, come on, man, I didn't even get any tracking. How hard is it, Dubs, to print a marquee? Like, I don't know. Print 20 of them when you're doing this. Hit print on the printer. Is he handcrafting these with a stencil? Just
I don't know.
You have a supply.
I don't know the process. All I know is typically it was well worth it upon arrival. Anytime I've received his stuff, I'm just I'm really, 2-3 months, I get it because that's not uncommon. Sometimes with Angel Arrow, sometimes with Retro 530, 99 Lives Arcade, DIY Retro Arcade, Tulsa Arcades, Arcade Graphics. Like we've seen a 2-month turnaround from smaller mom pa shop aftermarket people. Because a lot of times these folks are doing this as a side job in their garage. You know what I mean?
They only work on the weekends on this, for a couple hours.
But when you start hearing like 6-7 month turnaround time consistently, at that point, like, are you still interested in owning that product that you bought?
There are
Like,
some people that don't even have that cab anymore. They bought a Dig
Like,
Dug
oh.
marquee and they sold Dig Dug.
Yeah. Well, you're like, wait a minute, I just got my Tron Snap-on marquee. I sold that 3 months ago. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
that I can see that happening. So I hope Joe, like, come on, man, get this stuff done. People are waiting.
Yeah, what would we say? Let's go.
Let's fucking go, Joe. Let's fucking go.
That's perfect. That's perfect, man. Oh, that's absolutely great. That was what are you drinking? You drinking a Pepsi?
Yeah, just a Pepsi.
Well, that's easy, right?
No
Remember
booze.
last?
No booze. No booze. No booze. I remove my filter with the booze. We don't want that.
Oh my god, that's best.
And I'm gonna have to figure out this camera here. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. So,
dude, speaking of cameras, Mike B upgraded his equipment. He got a new mic. I told Mike
not yet. He posted a picture of his old camera saying, "Hey guys, I'm gonna buy a new camera." And then he posted a picture of the Shure mic that he wants to buy. He wants to buy that Shure mic, which that's a decent mic, but
I told him to get all Elgato. We got Elgato. This is Elgato squad right here, dude. Elgato makes fantastic products. So that was my advice to him. That was my 2 cents.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm surprised. Have you tried out? So I was talking about the prompter. Have you like dabbled in on that at all?
No, I don't need a prompter.
It's cool though. It's cool technology. Like you could actually like when you're looking in the camera. Like so, James Hates Everything did a video one time. He told me he used the prompter, and he sat there and gave this apology speech, just like I'm doing right now. And he's just looking in the camera, and it looks so professional. It looked like he was on the, and he didn't miss a beat because he's just reading the words.
Exactly. And that's why I didn't like his video, because he was just reading the words, and you could tell he was reading something. Versus just looking at the camera and just speaking from the heart. You know what I mean? I think that goes a long way.
That's true. Yeah, I do all that stuff like impromptu and like so. It's
really don't need a teleprompter to talk about video games. If you think you need a teleprompter to talk about video games, there's something wrong with you.
Oh, where's James? James, are you still here? Did you go to bed?
Maybe you know what I would see it working like. Maybe you had the teleprompter and you're like, okay, during this live stream I want to cover these like 5 bullet points, and that way you could kind of like glance up at the teleprompter like, oh yeah, I forgot to talk about that, and then you pivot to that, right?
Yeah.
But like having your entire broadcast there, dude, this isn't the 10 o'clock news. We're not what's the word?
Hey, I'm Ron Burgundy.
Go
to
fuck
hell,
yourself.
San Diego.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego. If it's on the teleprompter, he will read it. You know what I mean?
Oh, James, that's awesome. It's a cool kind of thing because you can put like the chat up there and stuff. There's other things you can do with it, but if we were talking about equipment, right? So that's what I would.
But also, James, that apology was not really necessary. If you're running a stream and there's people who come into your live chat or even on camera and are ruining your stream or ruining the experience for the other people who are watching, or maybe, because keep in mind, some people watch these streams, they don't even participate in the chats. They have the chat windows closed, right? They don't care what's going on in the live chats. But then the people who do participate, if all they see is like 2 people fighting against each other in a chat when they should be both of these guys are owners of companies, like, that's their fault, not yours. They should be apologizing to you for acting that way, James, on your stream. Like, hey man, sorry we did that to you and ruined your show.
I think both of them felt kind of bad.
The only thing James didn't do is like mute them, or you give them a timeout. Which anyone who comes on my live chats knows, if you're acting out of hand, I'll give you a timeout.
I tell you, this is my show, right? This is my show.
I don't care who you are. You could be, the CEO of Arcade1up, AtGames. I don't give a shit. You're going to get timed out. You know what I mean? This is my time, and you're wrecking it. So, So James, I honestly don't even think that apology from you is necessary. I'm waiting for the apologies coming your way, because that's what I would be expecting if people tried ruining my show. You know what I mean? So that's just my thoughts on it.
Hey, they each contacted him. Good.
And hopefully they said, sorry, we acted that way. I mean, it's not a good way to act for 2. Here's the funny thing. We're YouTubers there, Danny. we can act like clowns on the internet and say and do stupid shit, right? We're just personalities, right? But people who actually run these arcade companies, they should remember that like they're trying to run a business. They're trying to build a good customer experience for their fans and things like that. And when you're acting that way, that will turn people off from you and your products, right?
Yeah,
So,
I think both of them like honestly
right,
realized that, and that's where you saw a
like,
lot of that like Monday morning quarterback where it was like,
yeah,
I'm kind of
you
sorry,
know,
yeah, I should have done that.
yeah,
Yeah.
both of them are like, man, we're both ready to launch brand new arcade machines in this community, and we were acting that way, and they both
Wait,
they
hold on a second. Hold on a second, Dubs. Hold the phone.
what?
Could Media OneUp be releasing an arcade machine? Because we know Glenn is trying to do that, but do we know? What do we know
Yeah,
here?
100%.
See, I thought they were gonna be kind of like the company that gets other companies licensing
No,
kind of thing.
no, dude, we've talked about this months ago. What are you talking about? You know this already.
I don't know. I know it's gonna be a full size or XL, which stinks. Sorry.
John D is 100% doing a dedicated arcade machine, similar to what Arcade One Up and New Wave Toys will hopefully end up doing in the future as well, right? And Basic Fun is trying to get in on it as well. They're trying to get in on the fun, right?
I love that. That should be their tagline. Get
Glenn
in on the fun.
Glenn is coming out with a multicade, which will, it's kind of funny. Like he said, it was an Arcade One Up killer, but it doesn't compete with Arcade One Up in any way. It competes with AtGames, Unico, Polycade, Game Room Solutions, Rec Room Masters. That's what his multicade competes with, based upon what we've learned of his products so far. So they're both making arcade machines, but they're also going to be competing for different types of customers, right? So the people who
Yeah.
want arcade recreations with only a couple of games on it and the pretty artwork and they're licensed, and the people like me who really really like our dirty multicades and access to as many ROMs as possible.
So we're like on the opposite ends of the spectrum because I'm the first option. You can be like the second
Oh yeah,
option.
I've
Big
always been a multicade guy. I mean, I even host a show called Multicade Mondays because I'm a dirty ROM pirate.
You're so funny, dude.
You know,
Dirty ROM pirate. I have a mini PC, so I can kind of experience that
yeah.
on the TV a little bit. So that's kind of fun.
Danny
But
sent me a picture of like some controller or something. He's like, "Look at this controller. Now I can play thousands of games while I'm laying in bed." I told him, I said, "Do a review on it."
should I do a review from the bed? You just see my feet like at the end of the
If
bed,
you
and I'm
want.
just you got the.
If you want.
Before now, speaking of like videos and stuff, when you're down at the Pinball Fest, are you gonna be doing any type of like B-roll footage? Come back, then you chop up a video. Are you gonna be doing like? So
Um,
here's like a quick question that I have. For example, like when I've never been to an event like this, guys. Do I go to the AtGames booth and be like, "Hey guys, you got a few minutes? I just want to quick interview you," and then make an AtGames video of me at the booth, or do I just do one
it depends.
video
Well,
of
here's the question. Why are you going to the convention?
I'm going to the convention so I can sign my next NDA with New Wave Toys. Dude,
Shi-
we're back, baby.
Shiloh doesn't do NDAs. Nobody has an NDA
No.
with New Wave.
Is Shiloh gonna be there?
Shiloh will be there, yes.
Oh my god, I'm gonna give him a huge hug. He's gonna be like, "Who the fuck are you?" Yes,
It's gonna be funny because he's like 6'8", and you're gonna hug him like right around his belly line, like right around his belly button.
Come up slowly and just give him a hug and be like, "Thank you for all that you do." Is he gonna yell at B-Kong again? Like, do you ever put that fucking camera away?
So you have to ask yourself, why am I going? Am I going to check out new pinball machines? Am I going just to have fun with my family? It's a family outing.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
If that's the case, you bring your cell phone, maybe take a couple of pictures while you're there. But the goal is you spend quality time with your family, right?
Yeah.
Now there are other people, like there are going to be tons of pinball YouTubers there. The reason they're going to the convention is to make and capture footage of the convention, right?
Yeah, Retro Ralph is gonna have the whole entourage with him.
Oh, please, so stupid.
I saw
I know,
Mason. That's your boy, dude. He was in that
I like
video.
I like that. I don't need a I like the fact I'm going with my friends and not having a bunch of people walking around me who I think work for me or something. I don't know.
Like Todd Tunney. That's awesome, dude. It's
But
awesome, baby.
but the point is like, why are you going to convention? Are you going to the convention to make content? You're going to convention to have fun. I'm going to convention to have fun. The only thing I plan on recording would be Mike and I were talking about it on Super Game Room Dudes is the new 3/4 scale arcade company that's going to be there. So that's you know, whatchamacallit, I might record a little bit with them, but that's about it. So
Okay, so do you know the name? Can you say that or no?
no, I don't want to say the name.
Okay,
The name
that's fair.
the name actually gives away what they're doing. I know the name, but once you hear the name, you know exactly what they're doing. And I'm so surprised that nobody else has picked up on it yet because it's actually publicly available information.
Oh, that's it. We're going live, baby. Oh wait, shit, we're already live. Okay, guys,
But
chat, help us out. Start digging. So type in new 3/4 scale home arcade
oh
company.
yeah, I'm sure that will just pop
Hey,
right up.
Hey,
What a
James got
terrible
AI.
search.
James got AI. He's gonna
What
find
a
it in a heartbeat.
terrible, what a terrible search.
So they're not doing like. Let's start eliminating this real quick, right? They're not going to be doing like a 3/4 scale arcade like behind me. Is it going to be
Says
more
who?
like a? Well, that's what I'm kind of like gathering from.
It's going to be a 3/4 scale home arcade product. I mean,
There you go. So it's not going to be like stand up Hydro Thunder.
what?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. It's not going to be like an arcade game.
It could be
It's
a
gonna like,
3/4 scale Hydro Thunder.
I don't know. What is this? Exhibitor list, vendor list. It's gonna be a Coke machine 3/4 scale. Called it. Like it dubs is like shit.
Nope.
That's what it is. I called it. That's what it is. Yeah, buddy, we got it right.
Nope. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Well, you know, you and Mike B know. Did you tell
Nobody
Carl?
knows.
Does Carl know? I can get it out of Carl.
Nope. Carl don't know.
Wait, did you put it in the chat? Like, does Fox know?
Fox, I think knows.
It's hard. It's really good. You guys keep good secrets. It's interesting. Like, I'd be like, damn, that's pretty cool. Okay, I gotta make sure I don't like slip up and say this by mistake. Because I'm so amped about it. I really want to. I just want to search Google search, guys. Everybody right now, the chat has stopped. Everybody's Google searching. So now that you made it public, let's type in. If I just type in home arcade companies, does anything pop up? Oh, there it is right there. Extreme Home Arcades. I found it. This is it. No, this isn't it. And who you said it was former Arcade1up employees, and who was it? New Wave Toys or Arcade? The chat is literally, dude. The chat is stopped.
Do I literally have to do all the work for you?
100%, dude. Come on now. Did Jason find it? Hold on. Wait, let me find the. Oh no, Jason just put his lip zipped.
Jason, I might be the first guy to fire you as a moderator on YouTube if you put it in the chat.
Hold on, time out. Jason knows it and he didn't tell me. Jason's literally like my right-hand man, dude.
All right, so James says he did that search last week after Fox talked about them. And James, what were the results of your search? Go ahead.
The result is let's see, what is this? Man crates? No, it's not man crates. That was that pinball machine that you were gonna buy. Did you ever buy that, by the way?
Which one?
You know that pinball machine that was made out of like wood? Like you could paint it or something?
No.
You were talking about it in one of your streams.
I don't know what you're talking about, honestly. I don't know.
Hey, Carlo, I don't know. I have no knowledge of this. Okay, I tried to extreme home arcades. Yeah, they are expensive. They look like big giant $5,000 multi.
This is great. Oh man, it's gonna be so.
You said it was out there, so people got to find it.
It's out there. It's out there. I'm just shocked that people haven't figured it out yet.
Well, I'm gonna stay up all night now. I'm gonna have my wife stay up all night, and then we're gonna search and search and search. So the name gives it away. That kind of sucks though, because if the name gives it away, then if it's like the new company's called Papa Shot and all they do is basketballs now, and it's like, oh well, that kind of stinks. Could it be a pinball or no? It wasn't a pinball, right? We're gonna play 51 questions here. I mean, it would make sense to be at the Pinball Expo.
Sorry, my camera keeps freezing, and now my microphone is cutting out.
Yeah, just convincingly.
I can't answer. Let's change topics here, Danny. Let's change.
That's okay.
Topics.
That's okay.
Look,
hey, I'm gonna be searching all night.
Guys, we got what? How many more days until the convention? We got some time to let this stew. You know what I mean?
The stew, yeah. Is it a resurrected company? Chris wants to know. Is Arcade back, baby?
No. Well, I would have to say that the people who work there are resurrected, but not like a brand that's coming back.
Well, that'll be fun though.
The 3D wooden mechanical pinball machine. I don't know what that is.
That you were thinking about buying it, remember? At one of your shows, I remember that. I'm like, why the hell did you buy that thing?
Turner Pinball is going to be there. I'm looking forward to meeting Chris Turner in person. I interviewed him on my channel, and we ended up having a really good interview talking about his pinball machine. So I actually don't know where that's at now. I don't know if they sold all 100 units or what, or have they shipped any yet? I don't know. So
is My Arcade going to be there?
I don't know if My Arcade is going to be there. We know AtGames is going to be there. New Wave Toys is going to be there.
Arcade1up better be there.
Arcade1up is not going to be
there. OneUp, I don't understand. You got all these other companies being. Where are you? Like, where are you? You need to. You out of all the companies need to be there.
Yeah,
with your Star Wars pinball machine.
Not when they're doing all that cost cutting maneuvers, right? You know what I mean?
Well, if you talk about cost cutting, then going to CES is not the way to go, because we were told by Travis it's like $70,000 just to stamp a ticket to get in there, not to mention internet and all that other stuff that you need to run the damn booth. So I don't know. That doesn't seem like you'd be saving too much money. Well, I'm gonna be searching for this all night though. The chat has got real quiet. Chat, get loud because everybody's searching now. Dude,
no, they're not. They're not searching.
They're
you
searching,
guys,
bro?
Maybe we're just having a boring conversation and they're not engaging, Danny.
All right,
you guys aren't like searching right now, are you? Let us know in the live chat.
Chat, yeah, let us know. Hit a 1 in the chat if you're searching. Let us know. Let us know if you're searching for this company.
I'm telling you right now, it's publicly out there, and I'm so surprised no one's found it yet. So
I'm actually kind of shocked myself. If it's publicly out there, they have a website and everything. Is it on Twitter, IGN? What is it like, or Instagram or whatever?
I am not going to spoon feed this to you, Danny, so you can make a video.
No. I wouldn't do that. No.
Publicly out there, the information is public. There you go.
Jason's got the googly eyes. Let's go, dude.
Yeah, we need
clues. Like, I see Chris. It's either our people. Tony sees.
I have a great clue. He's gonna mute his mic. Watch. But if I say the clue, you will find it instantly. But it's the perfect clue.
Well, how do you know that? You don't know that. And if people do find it, it's not like Chris C is gonna make a video, or Tony C is gonna make a video about it, or Chris Nooner, or James might.
Oh, I don't care who makes a video. I honestly think the company might want some hype leading up to the show.
That's a little confusing to me. Yeah, I mean, I'm one of the ultimate hype man. I'm saying let's go, and it's midnight. Let me ask you this, Dubs, real quick before you want to move off topic here. Is it something I would buy? That's all I want to know. Is it something I would buy?
I think honestly, it would be something that you would be interested in.
Oh, that's exciting, dude. Thank you, Dubs. I want to give you a big hug right through the camera. And in a week's time, I'm going to be able to, Dubs. Let's go.
Knowing you and your space and your budget and the stuff you like to play, this might be an option for a consumer like you, right? So, yeah.
Awesome, guys. That's cool. That's exciting. Because like when I hear like, other like people talk about like, giving me like clue, like Travis, for instance, he would say like, I'm not really excited, but products are coming. It's like, oh, cool. Well, that sucks.
Yeah,
there's nothing good coming.
I've been waiting for your it was just a claw machine, Travis. How you like me now video.
Yeah, Travis, where are you? Get off Tekken Tuesday, even though it's Sunday. Now it's Monday. And get over here in the CornerCade and explain yourself, son. Because you sent me an email and he was hyped, bro. He was hyped. He said, I told
hyped you up. He hyped you up that the big reveal was going to be something amazing.
No, it was a clown machine.
And the big reveal was the fact that they well, what's funny is the claw machine news was out there, right? So to us, it was old news, right? Because it had already leaked, right?
Like
so we had already talked it to death. But keep in mind, the company hadn't officially announced it. So this was their big official announcement. We have made a claw machine. Come buy it, please, right? It wasn't a new arcade machine or anything else, right?
Yeah,
so
it was.
I've been waiting for you to like make fun of him, to be like, Travis, it was a claw machine. How do you like me now?
Like exactly. Yeah. I mean, honestly, there it is right there, live and in the building. Like, come on, man.
Yep.
Like the way you made it sound like Tekken Deluxe was like on the horizon.
You almost had me convinced too. Like you were doing your stream, like, hey guys, Travis sent me an email and here's what he said. And then like you read it. I was like, wait a minute, Danny, this feels like a nothing burger. I don't know if this is actually happening. So, but
that bam, like, yeah. I know John wanted me to go live with John D wanted me to go live with Tekken XL. He was getting hyped. He was just fucking around. John, I'm not going. I'm not saying anything until I have like a couple sources here and some information. Like, it was so funny. And then he later admitted, yeah, he was just fucking around. So it's like, thanks, dude. But I don't know. We'll see. I think it's gonna be fun either way. Like, it'll be cool. That's exciting products. Again, first time, obviously meeting people and just having fun. It's, it's on the horizon now. So, I was getting on. I was like, hey, I could play the arcades tonight, or I could get on with the community. And I'm glad you hopped on, Dubs, and we can have some fun laughs. Because you've been busy, dude. Now you got to do your Lightroom game room tour, which then I'll copy and make the same video myself. Just kidding.
It's not the first time. It's not the first time this has happened, Danny.
So no, okay. Full transparency, real quick. Full transparency.
Can we put the poll up? Can we put the poll up?
Go ahead. What do you want to put?
The poll I told you that on Discord that we should put up.
Oh, okay, you put it on Discord. Let's see.
No, pay attention.
Okay, I'm paying it.
We were on a group chat on Discord, and I told you I'm going to start a poll.
Oh God! No, you can put that up.
Do I have your permission?
I'm not. Yeah, you can put it up. Are you able to do that? Like,
I can do whatever I want. It's my channel.
No, this is my show. This is our show. Let's go. No, you're such a clown.
Well, it would be true.
Well, it's there. It's there. So long and short, you guys will see me. So I actually figured out a different way. So my editing software that I use, and it's very easy for me. I love it. I don't use like Adobe or Pro or whatever you guys are talking about.
Don't you just use your cell phone to?
Yeah, use my cell phone for everything, guys. So this app that I use to help edit my videos, they wanted to charge $10 a week to use it. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me, right? So I found a loophole. It's like $2.99 to use now, which is super cheap, right? So when I do buy it, like let's say I go to Costco and let's say the Jurassic Park pinball comes. I go to Costco and I make a video about it. Gotcha. Like, why not do it? Like,
don't do it yet.
just as a hypothetical, right? Then I'll try to crank out as many videos as I can because I paid for the service. So
let me give you some help. Don't make any big purchasing decisions until after you go to Pinball Expo.
Gotcha. It's because the new home arcade company is coming in hot, dude. We're getting a super sprint 3/4.
You know what was funny is like someone tried teasing me because I got that super sprint and I bought it myself. Danny, I spent $3,000.
I know, dude.
Shipping.
It's insane, dude. It's insane.
4,000, like all in, like nearly $4,000, right? And someone wrote in my comment section, they're like, "You're such an idiot for buying this because Arcade1up is releasing one and it'll be $600." And I thought about it for a minute. I'm like, and then I wrote him a comment. I said, yeah, but if Arcade1up made it it would be made out of Q-tips and popsicle sticks. Like I think I got the better value here or something. Like
Yeah,
that's what I wrote because I had to defend my purchase. Don't make me feel
honestly,
stupid. But it's kind of like this. Like Qbert, my Qbert arcade guys, that's a real Qbert, cost me about $2,000 for a real Qbert. Most of the time, a real Qbert in the condition mine's in is going to cost you $3,000 or more, right? Now, if Arcade1up releases one at like only $400 or $500, $600, a Qbert or some other company, would I feel like I'm a loser for spending all that money? No, because I bought the real thing and like a high quality type thing. You know what I mean? It's I wouldn't be embarrassed that there's a $400 toy of the same thing. You know what I mean? So, it's kind of funny.
Because that thing is beautiful. You're not getting a 26-inch monitor. You're not going to get, the quality. I mean, it's insane. The size.
To answer Jason's question, it's something that they want to reveal at Pinball Expo, and it'll come out in 2025. So that's typically what happens at these big type of trade shows is they reveal shit, right?
Yeah, everything comes out later.
Yeah.
And 2025 is going to be a hell of a year.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
I agree, Fret. I agree, Chris. So like, I had people like look at the comments on those videos. They're like, Arcade1up is going to make one. You spent too much money on this. I'm like, actually, no, I didn't. Because if I tried to make that thing myself, it probably would have cost me more money.
Where is that coming from? Like,
look, some people live under the thing that like, I only feel X amount of dollars is my line in the sand, right? And anything over that is too expensive, right? So, we all have different lines in the sand, right? So,
yeah, I mean, me and my wife have had this conversation before as far as like getting real arcades. Like, check out this guy right here. Facebook Marketplace, $1,300 now. I don't know. This is just a recreation multi-cade. I don't know. Yeah, and they must have put something in there.
Go back to it. Oh, so that has an LCD screen in it, and it has a 60-in-1 board in it, not even the original hardware. So that Donkey Kong there, the only thing cool about it is the shape,
the form factor. Yeah,
and the form factor is not even I mean, it's one of those recreation kits that people sell a dime a dozen. So for that one, honestly, I would offer them $500. Take it or leave it, because they have a 60-in-1 in there. That's it, and an LCD. Now, if it was a Donkey Kong with a CRT in great shape, and it was an original Donkey Kong cabinet, yeah, I'll pay you over $1,000 for that.
Yeah, I always just search.
So this right here is a good deal, right? You have the CRT running the original game on the motherboard, and cruising cabinets, they're big. I have one downstairs in my garage. Remember, guys, I got Cruising World downstairs in my garage, so it's 7.5 feet tall, like this thing. But because these are so readily available, you should only be able, $500, $700 at the most for one.
Yeah, this is price $600.
My Cruising World, I got for $300. I got it for
That's
$300,
awesome.
right? Because these are easy to find, right? So, yeah.
Hey, we'll do a little self-promotion here. If you guys want my Joe Sabo's marquee, look at this deal. Oh, we should probably renew this listing. It was just sitting there, not.
Wait, you're selling a marquee?
Yeah, because I destroyed. I took apart the Killer Instinct marquee. Nobody was buying Killer Instinct because we're moving into Shinku Hadouken. So, I just sold the parts of it, and I got more for the parts than I would for the whole cabinet. I'm like, this is great. So I sold the BOE monitor, Joe Sabo's marquee, and then I have like the encoder board and PCB left, which I thought all three of those would have been the first to go. And I have this bezel here that I'm selling. But just kind of, chipping away to the new stuff that we're. Oh, look at this one that we're gonna get. Look at the World Rally. Oh, this is that's the game that's on it's on like all the multi-cades.
Yep.
I never knew this was a whole cabinet.
Yeah.
Oh my god, look at how tiny it is.
It's an arcade game.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
And the World Rally games, that game plays really, really well on the Super Sprint down there with the 360-degree wheel.
Yes.
Yeah, you're able to really take those turns easily. So
$200.
Yeah.
That's cool. See, this is where I get the itch to like get real arcades, and then I'm gonna get
Yeah.
in big trouble with myself here because
Fretburner wants to know if you're shipping that marquee.
yes, the marquee is up for shipping, and it'll get there faster than Joe Sabos. I can guarantee you, it's not gonna take 7 months. Tubbs, let's go, baby! High octane, we're back, baby. I've been trying to get you on the last couple of weeks, and you're kind of like, no, I can't. I got all these videos, and I'm like, Dubs, we just got to do a weekly show. We just got to do a weekly show.
I am back. I'm back to regular uploads, which is something that my viewers have been waiting for. So, so I've been uploading about 3 videos a week the last last month.
Yeah.
So.
Good stuff.
And that's what I used to do to grow the channel. But now that everyone is running around buying subscribers, I actually got to make videos now to stay ahead of people, Danny.
Yeah, dude, you got to get up and you got to get out the way, kid. You got to get out the way, kid. Just don't have me tested for steroids, right?
Well, I was gonna buy a bunch of subscribers, but apparently the Kazakhstan that Borat's from is not a real country. I wanted to buy all my subscribers from there, Danny. That way I could be the #1 channel there and it'd be very nice, right? It'd be very nice. #1 home arcade channel. Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice. #1 home arcade channel.
Here's the BOE monitor we're selling. I came across that too. So dude, all these items can be shipped. So
I can't believe you're selling parts. Like, this is hilarious.
Dude, people didn't want to buy the Killer Instinct. I had it up for $300.
So you tore it to pieces. You're like, here's a button. Buy this button.
Yeah. Somebody bought the control panel. Somebody bought the side panels for $30, and they actually were a subscriber to the channel, and they're doing a mod project with it. So actually, it worked, and I didn't, because we took everything from it. So we put everything in a Shinkoduken. So we just had then these parts laying around, and like I said, it's almost done. We just need to get on. We just need to get with Joe Sabos here, and then we're gonna have. Oh, there's a reel. There you go. You wanted a real one? There you go, buddy.
This one, looks to be a real one, not a conversion. So, yep.
$2,000. Take it or leave it.
Yep. Totally worth it if you're a big Donkey Kong fan. So.
But I'll get on here and I'll be like, look at this. World-class bowling, Arcade1up.
Go back. I saw a tapper. What was that tapper I saw?
Hold on. Wait. Where we at?
Scroll up. It says tapper. What is that?
This is Arcade1up.
Oh, yeah. Screw that. Keep scrolling.
Like, what are you wasting your time for?
All I saw was the logo.
Check this out, buddy. Now $2,000 for this hard pass. I'll give you $500. You take it or leave it.
Yeah, the Fast and the Furious and the Cruisin' Racers are easily available. You could find pretty much every city someone's selling one. So I would try and get those as cheap as possible. Is just what I'm saying.
Some of these would be just really cool. Look at this. That'd be insane. Having 2 of these back to back, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Not for, I don't know, $3,000 hard. I mean, that seems fair for 2 of them. Like,
yeah, I'd offer them $2,000, $1,000 a piece.
Look at this is the 19K Fox right here.
That's the one I have. Fox and I have the same one. So we both have Cruisin' World. So super fun.
Yeah, for a racing game, I don't know. Fast and Furious is actually kind of fun, to be quite honest. I kind of fell in love with it. Oh, these stand-ups. Oh my God. Look at all these. $2,000 for all of them. Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
The whole kit and caboodle. But it's fun to just get on here and look for real arcades and mess around a little bit.
Sure.
DK Slippers, thank you, man, for stopping by. If you guys were interested, I do have like parts and arcades for sale, like to move them so we can kind of put towards we paid off the pinball, but we'd be putting towards the claw machine and some fun stuff to bring to the.
So you are buying the claw machine.
If it's like think about it like this. I have an Atari pub table 10 feet from me.
You have no spine.
Hold on. You have no shame.
You have no shame whatsoever.
And I bought the Slim Kate. So
you're only buying it because you think you're gonna get all the views for it.
No. Okay, so here, back the bus up real quick.
Think of the views.
No, absolutely not. No, nobody viewed that. So I have an Atari pub table that we kind of barely play. If we could sell that and pretty much do like almost an even exchange for the claw machine, I think it's worth it, right?
Right.
And I will say this: 2 arcades in the middle can fit behind me. Do you remember where the CasinoCade was? Well, the Slim Cady is the same size as the CasinoCade, and I'd much rather have NBA Jam instead of the Wheel of Fortune CasinoCade. So now I have another spot for something. So let's say they never do another Slim again. That's fine. That'll be my one Slim, and I can put on the end cap where it fits perfectly right behind my streaming setup, and then I can put something real cool in that spot that's right there then. So it just gives me an opportunity to have an extra arcade in the arcades. So that's majorly why I went with that. And then obviously the marquee was better, the control panel, all that stuff. So I had to explain myself on a couple of streams here. But everybody's going to be searching for... Oh, yeah. I'd buy the SSF kit before the pinball machine. Jason, we're going to do that because Jason's selling me his SSF kit. So we're going to do that. I promise you. Dubs, what's going on with your internet? You look like Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah, we're just going to have to... I'm going to have to pull the plug here. Like I said, something's crapping out. But
yeah, that's okay, buddy. Well, I thank everybody for coming by, guys. We'll talk about fun stuff in the future. This was just impromptu stream, and we had a blast doing it, Dubs. Thank you so much, man, for hopping on. And after the show, or when you get some time, send me your pinball setup so I can get the right stuff that I need to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying?
I'll remember to forget to do that.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much, dude. Guys, thank you so much. Leave a comment down below. What'd you think? Give this video a like on the way out. This is Danny and Dubs in the CornerCade late night, guys. And we'll see you in the next one.
Let's fucking go!